Fingers crossed, the technology, see I can't even speak already, technology has worked. You can all hear me for a change tonight to start with. Fingers crossed. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Virtual Pub Quiz. My name is Jay and I am the host of this chaos and madness that I have somehow managed to create. And welcome along to a very special edition of the Virtual Pub Quiz. We've been doing these every Thursday night and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of people have joined in, a lot of people have come and joined in the madness. I've covered up the live chat, I just want to make sure. Yep, no, that's good. Everything seems to be fine. So, welcome along to the Virtual Pub Quiz. So I've kept the format as we do normally on a Thursday. I didn't want to confuse things and sort of start saying, well, we'll start at this time and do that time. So the quiz will start at about 8:15, so you've got plenty of time to get yourselves settled and get yourselves a drink. But yeah, it's a special edition of the Virtual Pub Quiz. Not something I ever expected in my lifetime to be doing. One, hosting a quiz that it was on Thursday night to 175,000 people that were watching at one point, which was absolutely incredible. But two, to be hosting a quiz and having some celebrities asking some questions. So it's absolutely mad. If you're new to us, welcome along. All this is a virtual pub quiz. It's pen and paper. Grab your teams, get yourselves together. All the social links are, if I can get my finger right, there. It was on a scrolling thing last week, but a few people said they couldn't really see it. So all of the social links and everything, that way, there. It's all in a mirror, so I'm trying to work it out. But yeah, so all the social links and everything are up there for you. And we love to. I've got a very good guy who's helping out. He's on Instagram and he's on Twitter tonight, and he is sharing everything. So we absolutely adore seeing how you guys are all set up. We absolutely adore seeing, where you're crowded around TV screens and you've got all your snacks and everything. The pictures are absolutely brilliant. The only other change, as you can probably see behind me, so the wife and my housemate have been getting very, very busy. My housemate designed the original logo that you can see there. So they wanted to get it up on the wall, and there's plenty of space there for all sorts of bits and pieces that we can put around it now. So we're locked down for at least another 3 weeks, and if you believe what's sort of being said, the pubs might not open for a lot longer after that. So I'm here for the foreseeable. For as long as you guys are watching, I'll be here. So every Thursday night and every Saturday night now. Because the response to wanting to do a Saturday night quiz has been incredible. So thank you as always. And I know a lot of people keep saying I need to stop saying thank you. But no, honestly, thank you very much for your support and the messages. It's absolutely superb. So I've got quite a bit. I've been organised today. I've got quite a bit to talk about, and I've got quite a list in my top right hand corner which I've made. So firstly, this is a special. It's a very, very special quiz. We've been raising money for the NHS now for the last 3 weeks, and I never wanted it to, this, as I always said, this was supposed to be about local pub quiz teams and just getting together with about 30-40 people. It snowballed and spiraled and like I say, 175,000 on Thursday tuned in. And I never want to force people into donating for anything, and I set up the Just Giving link after the first quiz. You guys were brilliant. You've all jumped on. Just before I came online, I've got it open in the background. Let's have a quick look. So it's just about just under £109,000, which is just absolutely incredible. For me, not actually saying you need to donate. You must donate to play the quiz. This is free. This is just for you to enjoy and play against your family and your friends and have a bit of a laugh. So you guys have been brilliant with your donations. So I wanted to sort of close it off a little bit tonight with the special. So the Just Giving page will be open until about Wednesday. But this is a celebration tonight. So not only do I have 7 celebrities, you've already seen one who was on the Facebook page yesterday, which is Fred. Very pleased that he was able to get involved. But I've also got some NHS key workers as well, who not only are they going to ask a question each and give you the answer, but they're also going to just tell you what it means to them for your support, for the donations, for the clap every Thursday. So they've recorded a little video which I'll play in the break later on. So it's just a way for them to say thank you to all of you who have been here and watching every week. So thank you very much. And as I say, if you're new, welcome. So if you do feel that you do want to donate, I'm not forcing you, not forcing you to do it, but the Just Giving link is just down below. There's lots and lots and lots of links down there. A big thank you to a couple of people that are in there who've helped out with equipment and stuff. If you can they've been brilliant. So microphones, computers, bits and pieces they've lent to me to help make this better and better. And I did say at the end of last week, and if there's anything that you feel that you can contribute, and I'm not saying I'll be able to use everyone, or we may already have someone doing something that that someone offers, but the offers are fantastic and they're really superb. The best way to get through to us with any offers is through the email address that's down below, because that goes to both myself and Alex, and we can talk between ourselves and just see if there's anything Alex is doing that crosses over. I did this on Thursday, and I think having now crossed £23 million, if you're all with me and you've got a drink in your hand, I think everyone should be raising more than just a toast to Captain Tom. But I think it's absolutely incredible what he has achieved at his age. I think it puts a lot of people to shame, and what he's done is absolutely brilliant. And I'd love to meet the guy and just shake his hand, when we're allowed to shake hands, but I genuinely would love to shake his hand. And I think there's probably 50, 60 other million people, just in this country, let alone around the world, who would also like to do that. So thank you very much, Captain Tom, for what you've done. You're an absolute hero. So right, what else have we got to talk about? Oh yes, now I don't know if they're already watching the stream. I'll mention it in a little while. So obviously the Facebook page is just flooded with comments. There's I'm trying to get through as many of them as I can, and one of them caught my eye, and it was only because my mum only because my mum noticed someone's saying that it's a bit quiet, so let me try and pull this down a bit nearer. Now it's in there we go. Is that a bit better? Turn your TVs down if it's a bit too loud now. So there was a Facebook post that I saw, and it was someone's started a drinking game around the virtual pub quiz, which I think is brilliant. However, I could break that, and all of the things I could keep you all sober by not actually saying any of the things that you've put on it. But I do think it's brilliant, and the only reason it came to my attention properly was because it caught my mum's attention, which was even weirder. So she'd commented on it, and it came up onto my own personal Facebook feed that she'd commented on it. But I think it's brilliant, and little things like that are they're superb. If you haven't seen it, I can't remember which post it's on. I'll see if I can find it, or I'll see if Alex can find it, and we'll put it across social, because it's a great game. I don't encourage sort of drinking to excess, but and to be honest, with the things that you've put on there is pretty much what I say every week. So you might end up being very drunk on gin or whatever you're drinking. So but I appreciate it, and everything you guys do, all the little things. The community on the Facebook page is insane. Play nicely though, please people. I really loved a lot of you sticking up for me. There was a couple of things that I saw, and I love the fact that you all stuck up for me and all gave the answers before I had the chance to get there. But play nice, please, people. We're all, I understand people's opinions, so yeah, but play nicely. So we mentioned the socials. I've got, if you were with me, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before, the NHS got in touch to ask about the recruitment drive. So I've got that to read a bit later on, but I'll do that in the break when the NHS are all talking to you. So when we'll go through all of that together. Just trying to get this mic in the right position, but I don't want it that. There we go. I might have to leave it there, so... Oh, there we go. That's fallen off. Let's try that. Let's see how that works. Or I'll just talk a bit louder. My little one's in bed, but he's out now. So yeah, thank you very much for coming along. If you have just started joining in, we're up to 35,000 people on a Saturday night listening to me waffle on and say some questions and then some celebs. Wow. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. It is a bit different to the normal Thursday night. It's still the same format, but like I say, we've got 7 celebrities dropping in with pre-recorded questions for you. They've given their time up for free. They've not, I've not had to pay for them. I've not had to, chase them down. These guys have fantastically and really, really kindly given up their time to record the questions just for what we're doing, and that again is a testament to you guys for the support and how well how you guys get involved with this. The the live stream from Thursday has been trending on Twitter, trending on YouTube most of the day. Again, trading places with Joe Wicks this morning. I think we were for a bit before I sort of got my headphones in to start sorting the quiz out. So yeah, that was quite nice. Trading places with Joe Wicks. It seems to be our usual sort of Friday, Saturday morning battle now. I wouldn't like to take him on in like real life. That would be, yeah, I don't think that would work at all. So let me just see. Ooh, that one. There's a slightly different microphone, because if you were with me on Thursday, you'll know that there were quite a few issues with microphones. It seems to be my nemesis microphones. But let's have a look. Is that a bit better? Let's keep going a bit more. That better? Yeah. See, I'm nearly in the red now, so that should be fine. Yeah. So again, thank you very much. Like I say, the celebrities have given their time up just for me. So and then again, transversely for you guys to come and say hello. So there's a great mix as well. There's people that will make you go, ooh, didn't know, and then there'll people go, really? He's given up his time to do this? I mean, Fred was on telly on Thursday night, with Gordon Ramsay and Gino. I've not watched it yet myself. Fred, and the questions as well. That actually reminds me about the questions. I've not written the questions for him. One I said was between me and Alex. We said, look, just write a question. It can be about yourself. It can be whatever you want it to be about. So they've written the questions themselves. So you might know the answer, you might not do. If you're a fan of a certain person, you might know, you might not do. But it's a bit, it's one of those things that you might learn something that you didn't know about someone, which is great. That's what quizzes I've always found are all about, entertaining. Something for you to learn, you learn bits and pieces all the time. What else? And the NHS workers as well. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Thank you. I've got the live chat covered up tonight, so yeah, I can't. I've just got all my notes and stuff there. The NHS workers as well. Again, they've written their own questions. I've not asked them to. I've not told them what to write. I've not told them, how to, what to say, etc. They very kindly, and they're busy. They're on the front line from various different places that these guys have volunteered their time to do. So they've written their own questions. I've got a feeling a couple of them were on the first week of the quiz that we did way back on the 26th of March, which feels like a year ago right now. But yeah, so there'll be so if you've heard it before, you've heard it before. It means you get an extra point if you remember what the answer was. So win-win for everyone. Sorry, I do still get notifications from my own personal Facebook come along. Hi, Steve. So yeah, so there's some TV stars, there's a musician in there, we've got a newsreader, there's a film star as well. Yeah, I did like the comments as well when everyone was trying to predict who it was on the video on Friday when I announced Fred. It was brilliant. The fact that you guys think I've got the pull to get Tom Hardy, yeah, really no. If Tom Hardy is watching, and if there are any celebs actually watching, someone said that there might be. They know of a couple of people, but if there are any, and we're going to try and do this celebrity quiz every Saturday night with different charities. So if there are any celebs watching, the email's down below. Drop us an email, and Alex and I will be in touch, and we'll get you involved. If you don't ask, you don't get, really. So, but yeah, so we've got about 10 minutes. This seemed like a good idea at the time, me waffling on for 25 minutes. At least on a Thursday night, we break it up with the NHS clap and what have you. But yeah, welcome if you are new. It's probably the third time I've said it now, but the viewers are going up. We're up to 42,500. Yeah, if you are new, welcome. It's just a virtual pub quiz. If you want to know how it works, it's a pub quiz. I ask 50 questions, although tonight we've got some celebrities asking some of them. And we have 3 rounds of 30 questions. Then we have a short break so that we mark everything up. We mark everything up. And then so you know how you're getting on sort of halfway through the quiz, and then we move on, we do the final 20 questions, and yeah, your rounds tonight, I don't know, have I shut it down? I have as well. Let me open up your rounds. Where are we? What day is it? Saturday, that's the one. So you've got TV and film, sports and leisure, music, science, nature and technology, and then general knowledge to finish off, and that is with the NHS and the celebrities together. There's a couple of other earlier questions that have got the celebs in. It's not out of 50 points tonight as well. There's a few extra points that could be won, which judging by how you guys have all getting very, very, very competitive at home, it looks like that you could have some points. And yes, I've got a tiebreaker as well. Now, if you're watching the live stream on Thursday, I forgot. I'll be honest, I had forgot. And it was as I was shutting the live stream down, I saw on the live text everyone going, "Where's our tiebreaker? We need a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker." I turned my camera off, but the microphone was still on, so I shouted very loudly, "I'm still here. Hang on, I'm getting you one now," and grabbed one at the last minute. But don't worry, I've got a tiebreaker for tonight, and I will remember to put one in for every quiz. It is a bit difficult when you're love you too. It is a bit difficult when you're when you've not got everyone sat in front of you, because obviously normally you get all the scores in. A lot of people, and I've got to say thank you to, I think it's about 3 or 4 companies that have reached out to us. They've got technological ways of being able to like get the scores together and then try and for us to declare a winner. Yeah, I love this format because you're all playing against each other, and do you really want to know if you've beaten such and such in Peterborough? I think as much as this is watched by as many people as it has been watched, I think it's still got that community feel to it. And that's one of the things that Alex and I were talking about during sort of the last couple of days, that I mentioned it on the last live stream. I'd love to, when we're allowed back out to play and we're allowed to go to the pubs again, I genuinely would love to come round to some of the pubs that you do your pub quizzes in, be it a pub quiz host or one that you regularly go to. And I'd love to come out and just come and meet some of you guys that have been here every week, or if you're just joining tonight and you're enjoying it. It would just be brilliant just to come out and have a drink, in some of those pubs and with you guys, and just help reboost this industry that it's on its knees now. I mean, I know friends of mine have still got pubs. I used to have one, so I know how hard it is out there. So it'd be great just to come out and say hello to some of you guys, and to come and I can't see photos. So to come and say, say hello, and they're watching. I know they are, because one of them keeps telling me he loves me. I'll come out and see you guys, and I'll bring the quiz team that I play with, and we're a bunch of idiots, and we also enjoy a drink, so we'll put some money behind you bars. As long as you've got some decent gins on, it's fine. I'm on Gordon's tonight. Well, I'm quite looking forward to next week, because the quiz night that I usually go to, that I had been going to for a while, he's announced on his Facebook page this morning that he's managed to secure an online quiz where we can all play against each other next week. I think he's starting on Monday, so I'm very much looking forward to that, because I'll switch off for a night and I can play a quiz myself, which is nice. I've dropped into a few of the others that are going on. I did a little bit of Jeremy Clarkson's on Friday. So, I've dropped into a few, but it's great to know that I can get together with my quiz team. Hopefully we'll be able to do what you guys do, get on to Messenger, and we can play against the teams that we normally play against. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I think he's signed. I think he's worked software. He's been testing. He can only have 150, but I'll try and blag a spot out of that. Leon, if you're watching, please. So we'll get going in about 5 minutes. So if you want, 5-minute warning really. So if you want to start grabbing your drinks, grabbing your teams, making sure you're all logged in. Just under 46,000 of you joining on a Saturday night. Thank you very much. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this many people to be joining. I know it sounds a bit daft after you've had 175 on a Thursday night, but Thursday night's the main one, the big one. So I wasn't sort of expecting. Last time we did it on a Saturday, we had 14,000 people turn up. So, but it was a movie quiz. But no, it's great to see some of you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the madness and the chaos. Oh, and that was the other thing. So I've just Alex is messaging me in the background, so because he's keeping an eye on the stream and everything and making sure it's all working. You can rewind, you can pause. It was a glitch on my end. I pushed a button that I shouldn't have done in my haste of trying to sort out all the technology on all the issues that I had on Thursday. So yeah, there's a button in the background of the live studio for YouTube, which, like I said, up until 3-4 weeks ago, I'd never used YouTube Live, never knew what I was, didn't know what I was doing. I'm learning this every time, as you can probably see by things like there, putting things like that up on the screen, and I'm learning everything every time. Every day's a school day at the moment for me. It's great. I turned it off, and that was my fault. I apologise. I'm human. I turned it off. But yeah, you can pause it now today. So if you're bored of me waffling now, you can pause it and skip the next 5 minutes. So yeah, 4 minutes to go. Grab your pens, grab your paper. See, I need to take a picture from my angle so you can see what I see. Just because. Oh, hang on. See, I need to take a picture from my angle, and so you can see what I can see, because I'm talking to you now, and then 20 seconds later, out the corner of my eye, I'm then talking to you then. So, if I wave my hand or anything, it catches my eye, and I realise that, I look like an idiot at times. But that's me. Oh dear. I think I may have put too much gin in that tonight. That's quite strong. Either that, I didn't mix it very well. Okay, you have 3 minutes. We are going to start at 8:15 tonight, so you have 3 minutes. Yeah, you have 3 minutes before we get started. So we're going to start at 8:15 because you've got plenty of time. You've had plenty of time to get yourselves a drink. Make sure you're all logged in, all with your friends and family. I know a lot of people have asked for the quiz to sort of be extended to 60, 70, and someone even said 80 questions. I do understand. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice tonight. I do understand. If I was in the pub and everyone was there, I probably would go to sort of like 60 questions or 70 questions. I think 50 is probably about right for a number of reasons. One, when you're at home, you might start losing a bit of interest at that point. I think 50 is about right for this, and everyone sort of said to me at the moment, it's a good format. So I think that's what I'm going to stick with the 50. But I always take ideas on board. I'm not. I've always been one of these. I'll take an idea on board. If I can't do it, I'll explain why I can't do it. So I do, and again, I can't reply to everyone, but I do see the comments. So. I will always respond in the best way that I can, be it on here or through Facebook posts or what have you. So, right, 1.5 minutes to go. TV and film, sports and leisure, music, science, nature, technology, and then the celebrities in the second half. Oh, and I'm surprised he's not messaged me to remind me. One thing we have seen is obviously in the break, can you have the questions up on the screen? Now, it's possible, but then there'd basically just be questions all over the screen, and if you're on a phone, you'd have to really sort of squint to look at it. Alex is on social tonight, so he's on Twitter and he's on Instagram, so he's watching both those pages. So if you use the hashtag up there, but that's where all the pages are. If you've got a spare phone between you all, Alex is in the break, he's going to post the questions up onto Insta and onto Twitter. So if you have missed any of the questions in the break, and it will be a bit of a longer break than normal tonight because I've got a couple of bits, let's say, with the NHS. So you can, if you go over to Insta or Twitter, using those, and you'll be able to find any questions that you have missed. So yeah, they'll all be up on there. I did look at trying to put it up on the screen, and it just looked a jumble mess of words. So yeah, if you have missed any, head on over to there. Right, this is your 20-second warning. I can just vision sort of people running out of the kitchens at the moment with a drink going, don't tell him not to start yet, I'm not ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, I'm trying to move the wrong mouse. Okay, so let's get going then with round 1. TV and film, question 1. So, Robert Downey Jr. plays the title role. Oh, live chat. It's because I've got it covered up, I forgot. So the question's on screen if you want to have a read now, but I just need to turn the live chat off. That one. Yeah, there we go. And there's a save button. I've got so many things on my screen at the moment. I've covered everything over. There we go. Right. No. There we go. It's off. Right. So Robert Downey Jr. plays the title role in which 2020 film? So Robert Downey Jr. plays the title role in which 2020 film? My quiz team are giving me abuse on WhatsApp. It's all right. It's all right. Why is that not moving on to my next one? Okay, bear with me one sec. It's not moving on to question 2. That's not a good start. See, there's always going to be a technical glitch. Someone asked if they could have a bit more time between the questions. They've got quite a bit of time now. They're all on the screen. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So, question 2. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence reprised their roles for a third time in which 2020 movie? If you can hear whispering in the background, these two, the only person who knows the questions before they come up on screen is me. Alex knows them tonight, but that's the first time I've let them out of my sight before. Right, that's why. Before the quiz. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. Right. Right, I know it's gone back. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Suppose well, I've got videos to play shortly. Right. Let's just change all those and see if that works. No. Weird. Right, we're not doing it backwards. Bear with me. If you can read really quickly, you're going to see loads and loads of questions through the screen. I'll put question 3 up and then I'll keep playing. Right, question. That's round 2. As professional as always. Question 3. Starring Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro, what film was released exclusively on Netflix in 2019? Just trying to find this setting. I'm going to find it. Should be alright. So starring Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, it's working. Starring Al Pacino, Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro, what film was released exclusively on Netflix in 2019? Right, we're up and running now. Question 4. Maverick, Iceman and Goose were characters in which film? So Maverick, Iceman and Goose were characters in which film? Question 5. Marlon Brando played which character in The Godfather? So Marlon Brando played which character in The Godfather? Question 6. Who played Jack Bauers' daughter in the TV series 24? So who played Jack Bauers' daughter in the TV series 24? Question 7. Steve Carrell plays a character loosely based on Ricky Gervais' character in which TV series? So Steve Carell plays a character loosely based on Ricky Gervais' character in which TV series? Question 8. Barney Stinson, Ted Mosby, and Robin, I can't spell, Scbotsky were characters in which hit TV series? It's not that I can't spell, I forgot to... We'll add it to Jebril, Emma Mentor, and yeah. So Barney Stinson, Ted Mosby, and Robin Scbotsky were characters in which hit TV series? Blinded. Not yet. Question 9. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Is the start to which TV series? So in 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Is the start to which TV series? And finally then, question 10. Name the TV series based around the New Directions. So name the TV series based around the New Directions. That's all it's been in this lockdown. I've been sat here working on quizzes and I've either heard Paw Patrol, Peppa Pig, that programme, or chick flicks.
What's wrong with that?
That's all I've heard.
Oh, wait, there's this phone going up every 2 minutes.
Round 2, before I get shouted at. Round 2, question 1. So this is sports and leisure. Number 1. Name the Spanish card game named after the... No, it's not a Spanish card game. Name the card game named after the Spanish word for one. So name the card game named after the Spanish word for one. Question 2. What do you need to play the game craps? I know the obvious things are table and stuff, but what do you mainly need to play the game craps? Question 3. How many dominoes are there in a double 6 set? So how many dominoes are there in a double 6 set? Question 4. How many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? So basically, how many wedges do you need? I think is probably the other way to put it. How many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? What are you two gibbering on about?
I was trying to find out the deal in sports and leisure.
Question 5. What does scuba in diving stand for? Now, you guys are marking this. When I give you the answer, it's entirely up to you whether you want to give them points, etc. So what does scuba in diving stand for? You know, if you want to be cruel and say they have to get it exactly right, you're marking, it's up to you. Question 6. Name the 4 English clubs that competed in the Champions League and Europa League finals in 2019. So that's the first of those questions that have got a few points up for grabs. So you've got 4 points. Or if you're going to be really cruel, you want to make them name them all, that's up to you. You're marking. So name the 4 English clubs that competed in the Champions League and Europa League finals in 2019. Question 7. Complete the American football team name. The New York what? So complete the American football team name. The New York what? Spent my 38th birthday with you guys. I am hoping, fingers crossed, to spend my 40th out in New York. That would be good fun. Wrong time of year though to watch American football. Question 8. What is considered the national sport of Japan? So what is considered the national sport of Japan? Question 9. Where in the UK does one of the Grand Slam tournaments in tennis take place? So where in the UK does one of the Grand Slam tournaments in tennis take place? Question 10. Who is the current England women's football team captain? So who is the current England women's football team captain? Yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, there might be 2 possible answers for the New York question. Oops. I'll give you both answers. It's fine. Right, round 3. Music round. Question 1. Justin Timberlake was formerly in which band? So Justin Timberlake was formerly in which band? Language? Apologies for any bad language you may have heard from the other side of the room. Question 2. What is the name of the parody king with hits such as Another One Rides the Bus, Eat It, and Amish Paradise? So what is the name of the parody king with hits such as Another One Rides the Bus, Eat It, and Amish Paradise. Question 3. Who left One Direction in 2015, breaking the hearts of millions of fans? And then they're going to get back together, and then they're going to do it all over again. So who left One Direction in 2015, breaking the hearts of millions of fans? Question 4. Who sung House of the Rising Sun in 1964? So who sung House of the Rising Sun in 1964? Question 5. Now, what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are going to try to move your feet. Are the lyrics from which song? It's very hard to read that out without rapping, basically. So now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are going to try to move your feet. Are the lyrics from which song? Question 6. How many things is Rick Astley never going to do to you and never going to give you up? So how many things is Rick Astley never going to do to you and never going to give you up? Question 7. Bop was a 90s hit for which artist? So Bop was a 90s hit for which artist? Bless you. There's 60,000 other people say bless you, I would have thought. Question 8. What did MC Hammer say we couldn't touch? So what did MC Hammer say we couldn't touch? Question 9, 2 to go, and then we'll take a short break. According to the 1999 hit, I probably use the word hit loosely, but who had a girl in Paris, a girl in Rome, and he even had one in the Vatican Dome? So according to the 1999 hit, who had a girl in Paris, Rome, and even the Vatican Dome? And then finally, question 10. Who has the most UK #1 singles according to the official chart company? So who has the most UK #1 singles according to the official chart company? Okay, So there you have it. That is your first 30 questions so far. We'll take a short break. I need to get myself another drink, and we'll go through the answers shortly. If there are any questions that you have missed, if you go on over to Twitter or to Insta there, I will get that right at some point today. So if you go to Twitter or Instagram there, Alex will be putting the questions up shortly. So if there are any you've missed, head on over to there. I'm going to take a quick short 30-second break just to get myself another drink and a quick blast of my e-cig. And then I will be back with the message from the NHS recruitment team and a few short videos from some of our NHS key workers who will be asking you some questions shortly. So I will be right back. And we're back. Right, I'm just going to turn the live chat back on. Oh, no, don't want to click that one. Okay, so live chat's back on, so you can all talk with each other and what you've all been doing, so you're more than you can crack on with that. Right, so firstly, if you were with me a couple of weeks ago, the NHS recruitment team got in touch. Now, there's a link in the description down below. We need to move that. So basically, so during, and we don't mention the C word normally on the quiz, but this is a special thing for the NHS. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, the UK's National Health Service is rapidly recruiting for healthcare professionals to help in the fight against coronavirus. We're in this together and need help from other healthcare professionals. The NHS have developed a rapid response bank to get people registered quickly to deliver essential patient care to support the NHS through the website linked below. If you are in England and currently registered with the GMC, NMC or HCPC, or you're a final year student nurse and have been working in a relevant healthcare setting, you can begin working in the NHS rapidly. So there's a link down below. If you are any of those people, or you know someone, I spoke to them after we did this appeal a couple of weeks ago. They had a fantastic response from you guys watching, so thank you very much for that. But if you weren't here for that at that time, if you know of anyone who might, if yourself you might want to, or if you know of anyone in there who wants to or is able to, then please do get them to get in touch. Send them the link. The link's just down below. Right. Now this is where my technological, this is going to be fun. Okay, so I've got a couple of videos here from, so I've got the NHS key workers who have kindly set some questions and taken some time out of their very, very busy time they're in at the moment. They just want to say a thank you to you all. So here is 5 of them. I think they all introduced themselves, I now can't remember. But we've got Rob, Adrienne, Helen, Brittany and Holly. They all want to say a few words and a few words of thanks.
Hello, I'd just like to say thank you for staying at home.
This is where the technology doesn't work. Let me try that again.
Okay, so I've worked for the NHS in East Lancashire now for many years. I joined in 1998. I've always been passionate about the service we deliver and the high patient care we provide. I think over the past few months we've just shown how strong the NHS is and what a wide NHS family we've got, and appreciate all the support that we're getting and hopefully continue to get in the future when COVID-19 is over.
Working in the NHS at the moment is definitely something that I'm very proud of, but I think anyone would tell you that it's certainly not without its challenges right now. There's lots of people who have stepped into roles that they definitely wouldn't normally be doing in hospital, and lots of people are having to learn new things at an incredibly fast pace, very steep learning curve, in order to be up to scratch, to go in and act at a moment's notice and help these patients out and give them the best care that we can. But from my experience, it's been nothing but 100% willingness to help out, and everyone's just kind of taking it on the chin and wanting to learn and wanting to adapt. And we see these doctors and nurses going into intensive care every day and just doing the most phenomenal job and putting themselves at such risk.
Hello, I'd just like to say thank you for staying at home, saving our NHS and protecting many lives.
I enjoy working for the NHS because I think we're a great family and we've got a great support network, and I'd really like to thank people for supporting us through this current situation, and keep clapping on a Thursday because it really does put a tear to my eyes and I love it. Thank you.
I just want to thank everyone supporting us in the NHS. I love being a midwife and supporting women and their families into their parenthood journey. Bringing life into the world is such a special moment, and everyone backing us in the nation is absolutely amazing. Please stay at home, protect the NHS and save lives.
So that there, just a small fraction of the NHS workers who are out there on the front line. I'm hoping all the sound came through. I think looking at the chat, everything was fine. But they are just a small fraction of the NHS frontline workers that have given up their time today to ask you some questions in the second part of the quiz. So thank you all to all 5 of those who have helped out. This does say tonight it was about a celebration for the NHS, and thank you all for coming along and watching. This last time I mentioned it tonight. If you do feel that you are able to vote, if you're able to donate anything at all, the link for the Just Giving page is just down below. So if you feel you can, fantastic. It's down there. It's the last time, let's say, this will be open. The Just Giving page will be open until Wednesday, and then Alex and I are talking over the next couple of days to look at where else we can use our sort of resources and try and help some other charities out there. But I'll talk more about that on the Facebook page. But if you can, link's just down below. So thank you very much for your help and for all your support, and that's why they wanted to talk to you all. So I'm just going to give you another minute, because I know obviously you're all hopefully watching the video then. Apparently, because I called my quiz team, I actually just meant as friends, but because I called them that, they're all giving me abuse. It's alright. So, right, another 30 seconds, and then when you're ready, if you want to start putting "we are ready" or what have you in the chat. Britain's Got Talent finished yet? Competing with Ant and Dec again for another Saturday. Alright, so yeah, if you want to start putting "ready" in the chat and let us know when you're ready to go, and we'll go through the answers of the first part of your question. It helps if there we go, ready. Ready. Yeah, it's more ready than I see. Right, brilliant. Okay, so your answers, where are we? That one. Okay, so this then is the answers for round 1 to 3. Firstly, it was Robert Downey Jr. played the title role in which 2020 film? It was Dolittle. Please work. Yes. Will Smith and Martin Lawrence reprised their roles for a 3rd time in which 2020 movie? It was Bad Boys for Life. You haven't seen Bad Boys 3? I haven't yet, actually. That's a good point. I know it's a Hot Fuzz reference. Question 3, starring Al Pacino, Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro. What film was released exclusively on Netflix in 2019? It's The Irishman. Question 4, Maverick, Iceman and Goose were characters in Top Gun. Question 5, Marlon Brando played which character in The Godfather? It's Vito Corleone. Question 6, who played Jack Bauers' daughter in the TV series 24? Alicia Cuthbert. Number 7, Steve Carrell plays a character loosely based on Ricky Gervais' character in which TV series? It was The Office. Question 8, Barney Stinson, Ted Mosby and Robin Scbotsky were characters in which hit TV series? It's How I Met Your Mother. Question 9, in 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. Is the start to which TV series? It is The A-Team. Number 10, name the TV series based around the New Directions. It's Glee. Round 2, name the card game named after the Spanish word for 1. It is Uno. It's not a Spanish card game, it's an American card game. Question 2, what do you need to play the game Craps? It's not toilet roll as a message I saw, it's dice. Question 3, how many dominoes are there in a double 6 set? It is 28. You got a maths question? Wow. Question 4, how many different topics are there in a game of Trivial Pursuit? There is 6. Question 5, what does scuba in diving stand for? It's self-contained, underwater, breathing apparatus. Apparatus, potatoes. So, if you're marking somebody else's, it's entirely up to you. You can be cruel or you can be kind. I'm not getting involved. I just ask the questions. And often get the answers wrong. Question 6, name the 4 English clubs that competed in the Champions League and Europa League finals in 2019. It was Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal.
Is that a point for all of them or a point each?
It's entirely up to you. So again, scoring wise, it's up to you. You guys are playing these. I'm reading the questions and you guys are playing. You can either give them a point for each or they have to get all of them right. It depends on how cruel you want to be.
Point each.
Number 7, complete the American football team name. New York Giants, or as I was reminded, the Jets as well. I forgot about the Jets. Everyone forgets about the Jets, unless you're a Jets fan. Question 8, what is considered the national sport of Japan? It's sumo wrestling. Question 9, where in the UK does one of the Grand Slam tournaments in tennis take place? It is Wimbledon. I will get home at some point when this lockdown is finished for a bit. And finally, number 10, who is the current England women's football team captain? It's Steph Houghton. Round 3 then, music. Justin Timberlake was formerly in which band? It's NSYNC. What is the name of the Parody King with hits such as Another One Rides the Bus, Eat It and Amish Paradise? It's Weird Al Yankovic. Who left One Direction in 2015, breaking the hearts of millions of fans? It was Zayn Malik. Who sung House of the Rising Sun in 1964? It was The Animals. Really? He broke Perry's heart?
Yeah, he broke up with Perry at the same time.
Bad man.
Bad
man. Bad man. So yeah, who sung The House of the Rising Sun in 1964? It's The Animals. Sorry, I've got a soft spot for Perry. Question 5. Now, what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the groove, and my friends are going to try to move your feet. Are the lyrics from Rapper's Delight. Question 6. How many things is Rick Astley never going to give... Never going to do... No, start again. How many things is Rick Astley never going to do to you in Never Going to Give You Up? It is 8. And I've got the list because I loaded it up just in case. Where are we? There it is. So he's never going to give you up, let you down, run around or desert you, make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie or hurt you. So that gives you 8. Next, number 7. Mbop was a 90s hit for which artist? It was Hanson. Number 8. What did MC Hammer say we couldn't touch? Well, this. You can't touch this. So yeah, what did MC Hammer say we couldn't touch? It was this. Number 9. According to the 1999 hit, who had a girl in Paris, Rome, and even the Vatican Dome? It was Lou Bega. And then finally, number 10. Who has the most UK number 1 singles according to the official chart company? It's Elvis. So, how have you got on so far? Alex has just sent me a message. We are trending on Twitter again, which is nice. So yeah, let us know how you're getting on. Let's try and get me back in. There we go. Yes, let us know how you're getting on. Every time. So yeah, let us know. Alex is watching Twitter and Instagram. Judging by the notifications on both my Twitter and Instagram, I would say he's sharing a lot out at the minute. So yeah, just let us know how you're doing. And I'll give you a couple of minutes while you give your score sheets back to your friends and family if you're in the same room, if you're playing in the same room. Let us know how you're doing. So I will give you another 30 seconds, and then if you want to do the usual, when you are ready. That gin is strong. 47%, but probably put about 3 shots in by mistake. I'm just watching the scores coming through. 26 is 26, 28, 17,
24.
15, 14. 18's not poor. It's better than halfway, so I like that. 21, 24, some good scores there. Yeah, when you're ready for your next 20 or your final 20 questions, let me know. I'm seeing ready coming through. There's a lot of scores coming through. Ready. Yeah, there's more readies coming through than anything else. Right. Firstly, let's get the live chat switched off because we don't want people putting the answers in. So if I turn that off, it stops them doing it. There we go. That's that one. If you're wondering why I'm having to lean, it's because I've got all my notes written. So, 20 questions then to come. Excuse me. So we've got, we have, start again. So we've got science, nature and technology. And then we have, sorry, Ali. No, good. Yeah, so we've got science, nature and technology, and then general knowledge. General knowledge is all from the... I've not written these questions for the general knowledge, so they're all from our key NHS workers and also some celebrities. But there are 2 questions in this round from the celebrities. I'm just hoping the technology works. Okay, right. Let's get going. So, round 4, question 1. What is the home of a badger called? So, what is the home of a badger called? Question 2. Cos is a type of what? So, cos is a type of what? Question 3. What is the largest key on a standard keyboard? As in typing keyboard, not keyboard. So what is the largest key on a standard keyboard? Question 4. Which element has the chemical symbol U? So just to clarify, I don't actually start drinking till you say me take the first sip when the quiz starts. So yeah, it still feels like I'm. Yeah. You must think I'm slurring my words every week. Question 5. What was the name of the first cloned sheep? So what was the name of the first cloned sheep? Question 6. When dipped in acid, what colour does litmus paper turn to? So when dipped in acid, what colour does litmus paper turn to? Train. Question 7. What is measured in decibels? So what is measured in decibels? That's quite a nice offer. Question 8. How many colours are there in a rainbow? In the rainbow. How many colours are there in the rainbow? So how many colours are there in the rainbow? If you've got different answers, fair enough, but... Okay, right. This is where now I need to cross my fingers and hope all this works. So the first of your celebrities then this evening. This young gentleman went viral yesterday, but he wants to talk to you about it rather than me. Here's question 9.
Hi Jay, hi Jay's Quizzes. I am so proud to be a part of this. Thank you so much. So my question to all of you is, I did a viral dance with my grandma, Dame Judi Dench, but which social media platform did I share it on? What social media platform did I share it on?
So I'm not back on screen, but you should still be able to hear me. So that was Sam Williams there. And his question was, what social media platform did his viral video featuring his grandma, Dame Judi Dench, appear on? Okay. Let's have number 10. Now I've got to remember to cut this video off because I couldn't trim it earlier. This is number 10. It's that man, Fred.
Hi guys, how are you? This is Fred Siriax. I've got a question for you for the virtual pub quiz. So did you watch Gordon, Gino and Fred, the first episode, the one that we did when we were in Mexico? Well, in this episode, I go and discover a new wine and I meet the winemaker there. That particular wine, can you remember what grapes go into the wine? Okay, if you get it right, you get the answer right. Take care.
Okay, so yeah, Fred's question there was, what was the name of the grape that Fred discovered and turned it in? I don't know. I put in wine and turned it into wine. Fred very kindly was one of the first to record videos, and I've had to go and find the answer because he very, very kindly took time out of his day to record the video, but didn't record one for the answer as well. So it took Alex and I a couple of hours to find it. But we've got the answer, hopefully. Right. So that's the end of round 4. Next up, so it's round 5. We're into general knowledge. Question 1, and this comes from Rob from the NHS.
Hi guys, hope everyone's doing okay. My name's Rob, I'm a respiratory physiologist. I'm currently part of the respiratory support team at Royal Brompton Hospital in Chelsea. I'm actually from Shenfield in Essex, but I've been staying now in this hotel in Chelsea for just under a month, to obviously be close to the hospital for the kind of longer hours we've been put on recently. I suppose I better say a quick thanks to my mum. She nominated me to do this, but I didn't actually tell her that Jay reached out, so this will be a nice surprise for her to see. And also thanks to Jay for picking me. So I'll crack on and give you my question. Since the first Olympic Games in 1896, which is the only city to have hosted the Summer Olympics 3 times?
So a massive thanks there to Rob for taking time out of his day for that. Which is the only country to have hosted the Olympics 3 times? So which is the only country to have hosted the Olympics or the only host country? Host city. I've written country, it's not, it's city that Rob wanted to know. So what is the only city to have hosted the Olympics 3 times? Next up, got a very, very kind gentleman who took time out of his day. He's actually, this gentleman is actually volunteering for the NHS himself at the moment. So he's been very, very busy. Not only has he been doing sort of celebrity work and appearances and stuff, he's been working and volunteering for the NHS. Took my hat off to him. He took some time out of his day to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Graham Cole.
Hello, this is Graham Cole and I'm delighted to be taking part in this massive quiz. Thank you so much for joining it and for hopefully raising lots of money for the NHS. Well done, the team that'll put it all together. I've been asked for a question, so can I possibly stretch it to 2 parts? One being, okay, well, Tony Stamp, that's who I played in the bill for quite a long time. He had a shoulder number. Now, you saw that shoulder number so many times. What was that number? SO, 3 numbers. And the second part is, he had a job which he loved and adored, a very special job at that time within the Met. He was, what was he? What was that job? Answers are coming up soon. Enjoy the quiz.
So massive, massive thanks to Graham for taking time out to do that. His question was, what was his character's badge number on the bill? And what was the character's favourite job in the police? So it's 2 possible points for you there. What was the character's badge number? And what was his favourite job in the police? So next we're going back to the NHS. And a lovely lady called Adrienne, and she's brought a friend with her for this.
Hi, my name's Adrienne. I'm a physiotherapist who work in East Lancashire. This is my friend Napoleon. My question this evening is, which is the longest and strongest bone in the body? Do you know?
So, what is the longest and strongest bone in the body? And that's the question. What is the longest and strongest bone in the body? Thanks very much to Adrienne for taking her time to record that for us. Next, got a gentleman here called James McVeigh from the Vamps.
Hi Jay's Quizzes, it's James McVeigh here. I play guitar in a band called The Vamps. Now my question for you guys is, in 2014 at the BBC Radio 1 Teen Awards, how many awards did The Vamps win? I'll repeat that for you guys. In the 2014 BBC Radio 1 Teen Awards, how many awards did The Vamps win? Good luck.
Massive thanks there for James again taking time out to record that for us. So yeah, his question was, in the 2014 BBC Teen Awards, how many awards did the Vamps win? So in the 2014 BBC Teen Awards, how many awards did the Vamps win? So next we're back to the NHS, and a lovely lady called Helen has taken time out of her day to give you this question.
Hi, my name is Helen. I am a sister in the treatment room of Blackburn with Darwin, and my question is, what is the largest organ of the human body?
So yeah, I didn't realise it stopped then. Apologies. Yeah, so what is the largest organ of the human body? So what is the largest organ of the human body? Excuse me. So massive thanks to Helen for recording that, and again taking time out of their busy time at the moment. Next, we've got a newsreader. Not a newsreader, I apologise. It's a news anchor. It's Kathy Newman.
Hi Jay, hi Jay's quizzers. Thanks so much for asking me to be a part of this. The question I have for you is this. Which cabinet minister is related to a member of the Clash? So the question is, which cabinet minister is related to a member of the Clash?
So the question was, which cabinet minister is related to a member of the Clash? It's a great question. I didn't know that at all myself. So that's a great question. Which cabinet minister is related to a member of the Clash? So let's go back to the NHS then. And Brittany would like to ask this.
Hi, my name's Brittany and I work for the Podiatry and Treatment Services, and I've got a question for you. What year was the NHS launched?
So Brittany's question, what year was the NHS formed? I know I think we've had this before if you've been with us for every single quiz, but it doesn't matter if you remember it, you get yourself a point for nothing. So what year was the NHS formed? Massive thank you to Brittany for taking the time to record that. So we've got 3 questions to go. Next, we've got this gentleman. We've got, formerly of Outnumbered, Tiger Drew Honey.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay's quizzers? Tiger Drew Honey here. Very happy to be involved, so thank you for the opportunity. Now, the question I have for you is, what was my first television job? That is, what was my first TV job?
So, Tiger's question there was, what was his first TV job? So, what was his first job on TV? Again, massive thank you, Tiger, for taking time to record that. So we have 2 questions to go. Starting with Holly from the NHS. No, he says. Let's put the right one on. There we go. So, Holly from the NHS.
Hi, my name's Holly and I'm a midwife in the NHS. My question is, who went to score the winning goal in the FA Cup 2013 final as Wigan beat Manchester City 1-0?
So, I meant to check, but I think Holly's maybe a Wigan fan. But yeah, thank you very much to Holly for this question. So, who scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final as Wigan beat Manchester City? I was living there at the time and I remember how crazy it was. So yeah, who scored the winning goal in the FA Cup final as Wigan beat Manchester City? So massive thanks to Holly. And finally, your final question of the quiz tonight is brought to you by Will Poulter.
Hey Jay, hey quizzers, it's Will Poulter here. In the film We're the Millers, a song features by legendary group TLC. What is the name of that song? In We're the Millers, a song features by legendary group TLC. What is the name of that song?
So that there is Will, and his question was, in We Are the Millers, a song by TLC features what? What is the name of the song? And I also need to apologise to Holly. I am so sorry. It's like being called, I'm a Tottenham fan and being called the other side. I do apologise. She's not a Wigan fan. She's a Sheffield United fan. That's why I said I should have clarified. I do apologise, Holly. I'm calling you Polly now. Do apologise, Holly. You are much a Sheffield United fan. Yeah, so Will's question. In We Are the Millers, a song by TLC features, what is the name of the song? Massive thanks to Will and all of the celebrities there and all of our NHS workers for taking time out of their day record those. They will be back with the answers, so with the exception of one person, but they will be back with the answers shortly. So we'll give you a bit of time. So if you want to grab yourself, want to have a look at your answer sheets, if you want to, Alex will be putting that way. Alex will be putting the questions for the last 2 rounds. So we'll be putting those up onto all the social medias. Just let us know how you're getting on, really, and send us your pictures of your gins and stuff. And Holly is definitely a Sheffield United fan. I am so sorry. Oh dear. Ding, 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 ding. No. So I'm trying to live chat. Right, we'll put the live chat back on so you can all communicate and talk to each other. Sorry, you're welcome. Never like to tar anyone with a brush of someone being a different football fan. So yeah, massive thanks to the NHS. That's what this has really been all about tonight. Alex has been working feverishly behind the scenes, as have myself, you know, to bring this together and to bring everyone here together to ask these questions. From us to, you know, myself, Alex, you know, and on behalf of all of you guys, we massively thank the NHS, our key workers, everyone who's trying to keep us, you know, keep us going. So thank you so much. That's what this has been about. So hopefully, you know, you've enjoyed those questions. You've enjoyed those. You know, they've taken the time out of their day to come and have a chat, to come and read those questions, and they'll give you the answers in a couple of minutes. So, massive thanks from us. And if you do, yeah, just gonna have a look. My brother's freaking out about someone that I got. Right, so if you are nearly ready, you know the drill by now. If you start sticking ready. While I'm waiting for you all to say that you are ready, one thing I do want to... a lot of people have said, what's happening with the quiz next Thursday? It goes on. Quiz goes on. I know the big night in's in. We turned them down. No, I am joking, just in case. It goes on. Because either way, if people want to continue watching... You know, I don't do this for numbers. I don't do this for... I don't do this for... You know, how many people can we get watching? That's not the reason I do this. I do this to entertain and have a laugh with you all. That's why I've kept it going. So, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, how many of you turn up and watch it live, watch it afterwards. You know, if you want to watch and carry on watching, brilliant, happy days. You know, we're available on catch up. It always goes on the channel afterwards. They're available on catch up, so it's entirely up to you which way you want to watch. Do you want to watch us or do you want to watch them? So. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just watching the thing now. It says ready. Right, perfect. So, click the live chat. Right. So, let's start then with round 4 then. Oh, excuse me. So, what is the home of a badger called? It's called a set. Number 2, cos is a type of what? It's lettuce. Number 3, what is the largest key on a standard keyboard? It's the spacebar, of which mine's not working at the moment, but we'll worry about that after. So what is the largest key on a standard keyboard? It is the spacebar. Number 4, which element has the chemical symbol U? It's uranium. Question 5, what was the name of the first cloned sheep? It was Dolly. Question 6, when dipped in acid, what colour does litmus paper turn to? It's red. Oh, skip that too early. Question 7, what is measured in decibels? It's sound intensity. Question 8. How many colours are there in the rainbow? It's 7. Right, where are we? So, round 4, answer 9. Okay. So, question 9. Sam posed you a question before. Here he is giving you his answer.
Okay, so earlier I asked you, what platform did I share my viral video of me and my grandma dancing on? The correct answer was TikTok. Well done if you got that one correct. Thanks for playing, and please donate.
So, massive thanks to Sam. Yeah, so what social media platform did his viral video featuring his grandma, Dame Judi Dench, appear on? It was TikTok. I believe Sam said he might be watching tonight, so a massive hello to you, Sam. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for you taking the time out of your day to record that. Your video was brilliant, and every reason it went viral. So, thank you for taking your time to record that. Number 10, if I put it up. Yeah, it's me again. Hello. Yeah, Fred fantastically took time out to record the question. Unfortunately, didn't have enough time to record the answer. I'm grateful for him just giving up a couple of minutes of his time to record the question. So the grape, what was the name of the grape that Fred discovered that put in the wine? Now we've looked and we think it was Nebbiolo, a Sauvignon Cabernet, but that's yeah. Mark yourselves if you either got it right or you haven't. He really did set a question you can't Google. After an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier, couldn't get the answer properly. I should have just watched the show, really. That would have made more sense, but I was up to other things. So, yep. Right. Next we had Rob from the NHS. He posed which is, and I put country, and I do apologise, but it's which city is the only to have hosted the Olympics 3 times. Here's Rob.
So I'll definitely make sure that Jay's checked this before he puts it on there, but the answer is London. Hosted in 1908, 1948, and obviously 2012. Who would have said Athens? I would.
So massive thanks to Rob. So if you went with the country, I do apologise, but country is obviously England, but the host city is London.
Well, hello.
Oh, there we go.
So,
Well, hello.
Right, let's give you a grade.
How are you doing out there? How frustrating is it? Are you winning? Most importantly, though, you're just making lots and lots of money for the NHS. So thank you so much for joining this massive quiz. I posed 2 questions. First of all, Tony Stamp, the character I played in the bill for ITV for a very long time, he had a shoulder number. That's the numbers up here. SO. You heard me say this so many times. Sierra Oscar from SO 595. Frustrating, isn't it? And the second part, what was that specific job that he did? He was the area car driver, or they were so called in those times, in the Met. So that's the answers. SO 595, and he was the area car driver. Enjoy the quiz. Thank you so much for taking part. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.
So, as he said, his character number, if you didn't pick it up. So his favourite, his badge number was Sierra Oscar 595. So 595 is what we're looking for. And the character's favourite job was area car driver. Again, massive thank you to Graham. Pestered him on Twitter. He kindly responded. So thank you for taking the time out. I know you're volunteering for the NHS. So thank you so much for taking your time to do that, Graham. Next up, we had Adrian. Here she is.
Napoleon, which is the longest bone in the body? Well, it's the femur.
So it was what's the longest and strongest bone in the body? It was the femur. Thank you, massive thank you for taking time out of your day to record that. Very, very much appreciated. Next up, we had. No, it's number 4, Jake. There we go. Next up, we had James McVeigh from the Vamps. Here's his answer.
Guys, so earlier on, I asked you at the 2014 BBC Radio on Teen Awards, how many awards did the Vamps win? And the answer was 3 awards. Well done if you got it right. Thank you so much for participating in this. And also, don't forget to donate.
So massive thanks to James for taking time to record those. Yeah, in the 2014 Teen Awards, the Vamps won 3 awards. So thank you so much, James, for taking your time to record that. Next, we had Helen, again from the NHS.
My question was, what is the largest organ of the human body? And the answer is... The skin.
So Helen asked, what is the largest organ? And I emphasised it, of the human body. The largest organ of the human body is the skin. Thank you very much, Helen, again, for taking your time to record that. Next, we had the wonderful Kathy Newman.
Now, earlier I asked you which cabinet minister was related to a member of the Clash. And the answer is the Transport Secretary Grant Shapps, whose cousin is Mick Jones. Well done if you got it right. And don't forget to donate.
So, as Kathy said, which cabinet member related to a member of the Clash? It was Grant Shapps. So, thank you so much, Kathy, for taking the time, especially in the news. I know you're very, very busy as well at the minute. Next, we had Brittany from the NHS, and she asked about when the NHS was formed.
So my question was, what year was the NHS launched? And the answer is 1948.
So thank you very much to Brittany for taking the time. So the NHS was formed in 1948. Next, we had Tiger Drew Honey with this. Oh, wrong button, that one.
Okay, so the question I asked you earlier was, what was my first TV job? And the answer to that question is actually the Armstrong and Miller Show. So if you got that right, well done. And yeah, thank you so much for playing. And don't forget to donate.
So again, thank you, Tiger, for taking time to record that. His first TV job was the Armstrong and Miller Project. So the Armstrong and Miller Project will get you the point. It wasn't outnumbered. I thought it was outnumbered, but it wasn't. Next, we have massive Sheffield United fan, Holly. Here's her answer.
The answer is Ben Watson.
There you go. So it was Ben Watson who scored the winning goal as Wigan beat Manchester City. So again, massive thank you to Holly. The huge Sheffield United fan. I think I hopefully will be in her good books now. But thank you very much, Holly, for taking the time to record your question. And then finally, we had Will Poulter with this.
So earlier I asked you a question about the film We're the Millers, and if you answered Waterfalls, then you got it right. Thanks for playing along, and make sure to donate.
So in We Are the Millers, a song by TLC featured, what was the name of the song? It was Waterfalls. Again, massive thank you to Will for taking the time to record that. If any of those are your favourite celebrities and you're following them on Twitter or Instagram, just drop them a tweet and just say, I've just seen you asking a question on the virtual pub quiz. And if you can thank them from me for taking the time out, or if you know any of our key workers from the NHS, again, thank them for their time as much. I know everyone's very busy. That's what this has been all about tonight. It's been a charity special to not a comic relief, children in need charity, a thon to try and raise loads and loads more money. It's been about us saying thank you from us with the amount that you guys have raised. It's not me, I haven't raised it, you guys have donated. So it was our way of saying thank you very much. How have you got on tonight? Alex is standing by on Twitter and Instagram. Poor bloke was up till about 4 a.m. the other day trying to reply to some of your messages while I was sat the other end of the country writing a quiz. So yeah, let us know. That side, let us know there how you got on with the hashtags. He's going to retweet and he's going to try and tag you in and put into our story as many as we can. And then what he does is he sends them over to me because I'm on Facebook looking at Facebook ones. So, this is what we do. Thank you so much for joining us for this Saturday night quiz. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to do Saturday nights. Well, here it is now. So we'll do this every Saturday night. See if we can get some more celebs for next week. You never know. See if anyone else wants to get involved. And if you do want to get involved, drop us, let us know. We do read your messages. We're trying to read as many messages as we can. If you're a company or, if you are a celebrity and you want to get involved in this chaos next week, links and everything, company, celebrities and what have you, there's an email address, drop us an email. The social media, etc. Just let us know, get in touch, and we'd love to have as many people as we can get involved. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I put quizzes up all during the week. There's a DC quiz tomorrow, and then tomorrow night. Tomorrow on the Facebook page, I will add the schedule for next week, so it will show you all of the quizzes that we're going to be doing next week. And then we'll be back live on Thursday night. So yeah, I know the big night in is on. but it's fine. I'm still going to be here, even if there was only one of you sat here at the other end. And as long as you're entertained, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit there and talk to you. So, you know, we'll be here. I'll be here. I keep saying we. I'll be here next Saturday night. Don't forget about the NHS recruitment message as well. You know, that's down below. The link's there. Loads of links down there. Go and have a look. And finally, one last time, I just do want to raise a glass to Captain Tom. So thank you very much for all your, you know, what you did. You're incredible. If you've been playing the drinking game, I hope you're absolutely trolleyed, because I think I've covered most of them. I did forget to print it off. So, yeah, hopefully you're absolutely trolleyed right now. Not that I condone sort of irresponsible drinking, but I'd love the idea of your game. I might put it up there. Too far. There, somewhere. Anyway. Right, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your time, as always. Let us know how you got on, and we'll see you again soon. No, I've done it again. Tie break. I've got it on my phone. 1 second. You know, just as I was putting that stream up, I realised, one, I put the wrong thing up, and two, I hadn't given you your tiebreaker. Okay, so your tiebreaker is this. What is the flying distance, so it's as the crow flies, from Manchester and London Heathrow? So what is the flying distance between Manchester and London Heathrow? So if you're playing against people and you needed a tiebreak, what is the flying distance between Manchester and London? So I'll give you another minute. I'm going to have a sip of gin. I'll give you a minute. I've got this from a YouTube guy that I watch. He's talks about, he fixes people's cities on their city skylines. So whenever it goes to an autosave, he says, right, time for a sip of tea. So that's it. I take a short minute. Time for a sip of gin. All right, another 30 seconds, and then I'll give you the answer. To be honest, it's been quite nice not seeing the live chat tonight. I know there's been a lot of compliments, no doubt, in there as well, but yeah, it's been quite nice. I can concentrate on the quiz. Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the answer from Manchester to London Heathrow is 163 miles. So 163 miles. There you go. I can't do another tiebreaker, so if you have got the same answer again, you'll just have to agree to disagree. Yeah, so remember, on social media, grab a piece of paper, let us know how you got on. Stick it on, you know, with that. Let us know how you got on. Yeah, I will speak to you all soon through the Facebook page, or I'll see you live next Thursday night. Take care, stay safe.